self-trust is the cornerstone of the work that I do. It's about being willing to be asked questions that get at the root of what is standing in your way. And it's about moving forward each day intentionally based on what you learn from those questions. The goal is to step onto a path where that trust is now your guiding force in what you do with your life, specifically your career. The questions that might be challenging for you to answer are those around the beliefs and the struggles that you've been carrying probably your whole life. This is about learning what those things are and being open to shifting and changing them so that things become a little easier moving forward, so that you're no longer getting in your own way. This is how I help people. This is my story. This is how I went from being in a career that looked great on paper. I had even convinced myself that it was my true path and that it was great, but it wasn't. It served its purpose for that time in my life, for that 20 plus years. But something shifted in me. I became aware that I wasn't fulfilled with what I was doing. In fact, I was anxious when I left the house to go and do my job. My moments of joy or any happiness were so fleeting that literally it would be like 1 second, I'm so excited. And then literally the next second, just dread, just filled with dread. I was not fulfilled. I was not on the right path. I also thought that the only transition I could make was from one aspect of photography to another aspect of photography. And this is a theme I see in a lot of my clients. For instance, somebody comes to me in the outdoor industry and they say, I'm really unhappy. I work in a toxic environment. So I want to shift to a new job, which I'm assuming has to be part of the outdoor industry. Does it have to be a part of the outdoor industry? Why couldn't it be something completely different? So that's what I did. I shifted into something completely different. Now I'm at a place where I finally feel aligned. There's no more dread. I actually get excited to wake up every day and do this work with my clients, to get in front of people like I am right now. This is exciting for me. This is cool. And I'm not looking back on where I was, except for to share my story. So if you want to start building that trust in yourself and in your path forward, I'm going to give you a challenge. Maybe this is resonating with you. Maybe you're feeling like, wow, that's me. This is a part of where I'm at. This is my journey. And I don't want to be where I'm at. Or I've been trying so hard to create something new, but it's not working. And I want that. I want to be in the thing that's new and working. Then you need to take action, because clarity without action, nothing changes. So my challenge for you is to get a piece of paper and something to write with. And I'm going to share some questions for you to reflect on as soon as you're done listening and watching this video. Not tomorrow, not when the time is right, but as soon as you're done watching this video. It might take 5 minutes, maybe 10, or as long as you can give to it, essentially. So your first question, actually, no. What I want you to write at the top of the page is, I want to learn how to trust myself, period. And then underneath that, I want you to write the question, what is one struggle internally that I have been feeling for as long as I can remember? And this feeling and this struggle has been really getting in my way. And I want you to name it, whatever it is. And also, it could be many things. So answer from your gut, answer from what is immediately coming through you. That's where I want you to go with this answer. And you can list one, or you can list as many as you'd like. So the next part of this question is, even though this is my struggle, and it has been my struggle for a really long time, it doesn't have to be my identity. What do I want instead? What do I want instead? So for the high achievers in the room, the people who are ready to go beyond pen and paper and answering those questions, what is one teeny tiny step I can take today toward what I want? Just one teeny tiny step. And I'd love to give you examples, but I also realize that if I give you examples, the answers to these questions are no longer coming from you in that sense of building that self-trust, right? I'd be feeding you ideas and thoughts. And instead, I want you to really just focus on what comes up in you. What does your gut tell you? And if you're truly stuck, then message me. And I'd be happy to help you, happy to help carry you through this next part of this process and of this exercise. And that doesn't come from a place of wanting to sell you anything or preach to you about my coaching. It simply is an invite to let me help guide you, at least through this exercise. So I welcome it. I also welcome any other messages or thoughts, either, in a comment, or feel free to message me. And I truly do wish you the best.